Well, there we are. I pressed start recording a few times and it crashed the system. One of those days. Hey y'all, it's Gord, you're hurting hippie. It is hump day. It is Wednesday. And this one is a follow-up, a double video. I did one yesterday, the day before, for Erika J. She asked some questions, but then she asked about dabbing. And she asked me to suggest something for her to start with. I'm really running on heavy fog right now, so I'm trying to stay concentrated and get the video out. I think it's an important video, like Dabbing 101 may be the title, just something for you to understand about dabbing. First we did a video of the different kinds of concentrates, and yeah, a few of you even said, I don't dab because it makes me too tired. It sure made me too tired at the beginning too. But boy, oh boy, does it help with some things. And I will say today, I haven't had anything. I waited for this. I'm going to share with you a few things. First of all, if you're going to start dabbing, you need to have a rig. Now, you do not need a rig like this, but you do need something with a mouthpiece, a place to have the vaporized air filtered through, and usually right about here there be a nail. So what I mean by a nail is most cheap rigs, $30-40 rigs, come with a glass nail, just a place that you can heat up. And the idea is to use a torch like this to heat the nail, and then you put the concentrate on the nail while you're breathing in, and the vapor comes to you. That's pretty well the vaping 101. However, I want to say the nail that if the nail that comes with your rig that you purchase is just a glass nail, it's not going to last. Heating and cooling and heating and cooling, it's going to last, who knows, 20 dabs, 5 dabs, 100 dabs, doesn't matter, it's going to break. You need to get either a quartz or a titanium, don't get glass, quartz or titanium nail. You do not need to go to super highly educated stuff. That's just a word they use for really milling and making sure that nail is good for you. You just have to get a better nail than most of them come with. But ask the person selling to you. They usually know. And there's lots of good dab rigs on like eBay and all that stuff. Just finding the right dab rig is not an easy thing. I do want to say mine has the electronic electric nail. It keeps mine steady at a certain temperature. When you're heating with this, heat until it's red hot, but then you have to let it cool down a bit. And most people put their hand over the nail, and when it doesn't really hurt the hand up above it, then it takes a little time to figure out what is the right temperature. That's the nice thing about an e-nail, but they are around $300-400 to get an e-nail. It comes with a good educated, highly educated nail. Mine should reach. You can see it. Mine actually, if you go to Shatterbox, you can have it, the skin on it, as anything you want. So that's kind of that, and we will carry that in the discussions, Erika, and we'll talk more, ask questions. I'm sure it's going to pose a few questions. But then dabbing. I want to say, get yourself a good shatter or something like that. And your first couple of dabs, your first dab, period, make it small. You need a dabber stick. See, fog. This actually has a name, and I can't think of it. You got to have one of these. You could use almost anything, and you want to take a very, very small piece. In fact, that might even be too big for your first one, because I'm going to show you. This is white cheese I've got right now. Then, oh, and you also need, oh, for a word, carb cap. This is a carb cap to put over top so that you can get all, so that it's not all escaping while you're breathing. So then you put, let me see if I can, you put it on, and you're breathing while you're pulling it on and then pulling the carb cap. So cheers. And just that tiny dab, that's 4 or 5 tokes of a joint. That's going to hit you right away. You probably won't need another for a couple of hours, and you'll slowly get used to it. Some people don't, and if you're coughing too much after breathing that in, you're heating your nail too hot, or you're not letting it cool enough. The cooler the better, but there is a temperature under which it's not hot enough to even burn the concentrate. So be careful what you get, where you get it. Make sure it's a good quality, somebody you can trust, and take it slow. In fact, I still, most of the time, take the very small doses and just have a few more if I need them. This, I'm glad I did this with you, because I have a horrible migraine today. Our weather is changing for the positive, but that doesn't always mean a positive outcome in the brain. And I've got fog because of it. So that is going to uplift me a bit this morning, make my morning a little bit better. And I hope it makes yours better too. I hope I've answered your questions. Any further ones, bring them below. It might spawn another video, or it might just be an answer that any of us can give you. Also, a huge thanks to my new Patreon's supporter. They support all of us. Remember that, people. These 7 supporters keep this channel going and keep me able to afford to do this. This takes a lot of work. It takes buying equipment, and I do plan to get some newer equipment thanks to these people. So peace and cheers, love and harmony. Keep the suggestions coming. You guys drive my channel. I don't. I'm in the back seat and I'm just doing what you tell me to do. So peace and cheers, love and harmony. Have a great day.